Hello and good evening. You're joining us here on India Today on this special broadcast of Election Express coming to you from beautiful Kanyakumari. I was here 2 months ago for our election coverage before Tamil Nadu voted. Today I'm here because Prime Minister Narendra Modi's touchdown just a few moments ago. We cut across live first to the images. There you have the convoy that's currently paused on the road because meters away from me is the Bhagwati Amman temple. The Prime Minister is currently there offering prayers to Goddess Parvati, after which he'll be making his way to the Vivekananda Rock Memorial. We'll get you all of the update voices from the ground as locals mixed with tourists have all come together, hoping to catch a glimpse of the Prime Minister, but considering that this is a personal visit by the Prime Minister where he's going to be on a 24-hour dhyanam here at the Vivekananda Rock, he's not really interacted with a lot of people. But we'll get you these voices, we'll get you exclusive ground reports and much, much more. Let's begin with the headlines. The return of Tapaswi Modi. Prime Minister Modi lands in Kanyakumari. 48 hours at the Vivekananda Rock Memorial. The meditation of 24 hours to kick off tomorrow. India Today Newsbreak confirmed Prajwal Revanna en route Bengaluru from Munich. MEA to revoke diplomatic passport. Rape accused MP claims witch hunt by the Siddaramaiah government. Larger conspiracy to shield the Pune minor unravels. Mother gave a blood sample to swap out for son's alcohol test. Cops hunt now for the absconding mother. Battleground Punjab intensifies. Prime Minister Modi's big Kattar Bhashtachari jibe at the Aam Aadmi Party says those behind Delhi liquor scam turning Punjab now into a drug hub. And bells ring for the wedding of the year. Anant Ambani and Radhika Merchant all set to tie the knot in Mumbai on 12th July. All right, let's begin by getting you all of the images right now coming in from Kanyakumari. Prime Minister Modi touched down here just a few moments ago. We're making our way through inside as it's expected that people who gather at the very end of the road, the Prime Minister will take a moment out to go ahead and greet all of them. So locals being allowed to move right in. And as we get you our live coverage and all the latest updates, let's in fact show you what's really happening here in Kanyakumari, where the mood is upbeat over the Prime Minister's visit. This entire area closed off. This is where the Prime Minister actually touched down. As we speak, he's at the Bhagwati Amman temple, and from there he's going to be making his way to the boat jetty, and there he'll be taking a ferry heading to the Vivekananda Rock Memorial as well. But we're expecting that we'll get a glimpse of the Prime Minister when he comes out of the temple as well after offering his prayers to Goddess Parvati. This temple also extremely crucial in Kanyakumari because it's one of the Shakti Pitas, and also besides that, Goddess Parvati is of course the... All right, let's get you the live images right now from the Bhagwati Amman temple. You can see the Prime Minister currently offering prayers at the temple there. First images are on your screens of the Prime Minister inside this temple. Important really, because like I was saying, he's worshipping Goddess Parvati, and legend has it, many centuries ago, the Prime Minister, many centuries ago, you had people who visited this particular temple to go ahead and offer their prayers before going for sannyas. And it's a similar, in fact, sentiment perhaps that the Prime Minister is also attempting to convey when he visits this temple and then makes his way to the Vivekananda Rock Memorial as well. Now, as we get you these images of the Prime Minister inside the temple, we're making our way closer and closer to the temple. It's expected that the Prime Minister will take a moment to go ahead and greet all the people who've gathered in such large numbers before he makes his way to the Vivekananda Rock Memorial, where he will kick off his meditation, his dhyanam. starting tomorrow afternoon. Pramod Madhav is also live with me with more details on this. Pramod, images coming in from inside the Bhagwati Amman temple in Kanyakumari. It's a huge, in fact, devotional site. People from across the country come here to offer their prayers at this temple. Get us the updates.
It absolutely is, Akshita. Just like you mentioned, it's one of the Shaktipeethams, and it's also called as the Mokuti Amman temple. In fact, the legend has is that they had to completely change the entrance of the temple from the east side to the north side, because the actual kind of stone that is on the nose ring of this Amman is so powerful that it actually made one ship to think that it was a lighthouse and come to this port during the British era, and that's the reason that the entrance to the temple itself was changed. So it is a kind of temple with that much significance. Another aspect is that the actual rock mandir that you see over there, we are the one of the few people who could get you these visuals from that particular memorial. There is also a path mandapam in which one of the imprints is considered to be, there is an imprint over which a temple has been built called as the Pada Mandapam. Padam means feet, actually foot, and that is said to be that of the Bhagwati Amman or the Kanyakumari Amman, and this is where the Prime Minister is currently, post which we are expected him to leave, go to the Vivekananda Memorial and initiate his meditation over there. We've been told that it can even go for more than 24 hours, and we've been told that he'll separate the dhyanam in two different locations, and he will do it inside. But everything is going to happen inside the memorial. The Prime Minister of India is going to be inside that particular Vivekananda Memorial, and he's going to do dhyanam over there. And you could see that the security is maxed right now. I could see from here a minimum of 3 Coast Guard ships completely loaded and over here, and we also see a massive perimeter that's been done. The entire area is still cordoned. We have police in each and every high-rise building, making sure that security is up to the mark, and this way this whole area has been placed under security. Akshita.
Okay, Pramod getting us all of those details as we speak right now. Images coming in of the Prime Minister offering prayers at the Bhagwati Amman temple. We're walking right through to that very location as they've opened up many of the barricades. It looks like we're going to also be able to get you a glimpse now of the Prime Minister as he makes his way after this towards, in fact, the ferry that's ready and on standby to take the Prime Minister to the Vivekananda Rock Memorial. 300 meters away from the Kanyakumari coast is where he's headed right now. First offering prayers to Goddess Parvati and then making his way to that location. The name Kanyakumari also comes for this particular town for, in fact, paying tribute to Goddess Parvati. So it's only fitting, really, that he started off his journey in this beautiful seaside town from that very location, from this particular temple. Now, after that, remember the way he's going, and that's something Pramod is also very importantly highlighted for us, that after this, where he's headed, while it's a tribute to Swami Vivekananda, it's also said that it was at this particular location that Goddess Kanyakumari or Goddess Parvati actually did a tapasya for Lord Shiva. And that's why that particular location is so significant for everyone who's spiritually inclined, for the Prime Minister too. And as we get you these images of the Prime Minister offering prayers, like I said, they're maintaining that this is a personal, private visit of Prime Minister Modi. Let's also get you these images right now. Let's show you the Vivekananda Rock Memorial, which is right next to me, and I'm just making my way into that particular location. So give me a moment or two. The security now letting everyone come on to the beach side because there are countless tourists who've been waiting here as well. Pramod, we're expecting that the Prime Minister post this is quickly going to be making his way now to the Rock Memorial as well.
Yes, Akshita, yesterday around 11 a.m. itself, the access to the tourists over there was blocked, and today morning also, probably for 1 hour, the access was given to the tourists and it was blocked as well. Right now, there is another 4th ship also over here that's also doing rounds in this sea, and that's also you could see on the frame. This area has become a high security zone. This is a place you will not see such kind of empty roads, but not right now the roads are completely empty, and from here, just like you mentioned, the jetty here, the Prime Minister Minister's convoy, which was ready since yesterday, will take him to that place, and from there he will get into a boat, and from there he'll go to the place. Everything is like on schedule. Even yesterday when we were inside the Vivekananda Memorial, we could see that the police had kept barricades and everything, because it's going to be a proper way for the Prime Minister to enter the spot. Only he will be there. No one will be there to disturb him. That is how everything has been designed. Even from here, you could see that there is not even a single person inside the Rock Memorial from there, Akshita.
Okay, let's get you now the images. And I've made my way through after the barricades have been opened up. Let's show you what I'm seeing right now. The beautiful images on your screens of the Thiruvalluvar statue standing tall, the signature statue, really the most iconic location of Kanyakumari. And right next to it is the Vivekananda Rock. On top of that, you see the Mandapam also standing tall. The Prime Minister will be making his way there any moment now, and then walking atop those steps, going right up to the top. You see a lot of activity in the seas there, all security measures being put in place for the Prime Minister to go to that particular location. But what a beautiful, beautiful and hugely significant location that Prime Minister Modi has chosen this time around. Like we've highlighted for you before, every single year the Prime Minister, after an election, at least after a general election like 2019, 2014 and now, every single time the Prime Minister has chosen a different spiritual location in the country. If last time it was Kedarnath, before that the Pratapgarh Fort, this time it's the location that you see on your screens right now, where the Thiruvalluvar statue is there, and right next to it the Vivekananda Rock Memorial. The Prime Minister will be here, and he's also going to be paying tribute to Thiruvalluvar, who he's also spoken about repeatedly, saying, I'm hugely inspired by some of the writings of the great Tamil poet. But besides that, at Vivekananda Rock, you'll have the Prime Minister actually going ahead and performing a dhyanam of 24 hours, or like Pramod tells us, it could be longer than that if the Prime Minister truly feels that, his spiritual being is being awakened in that particular location. There are about 6 meditation rooms inside. The Prime Minister will be seated inside one of those particular meditation rooms, from where you can see the bronze statue of Swami Vivekananda. And over there, in the peace and quiet for 24 hours, away from the media glare, away from all of the locals and people that he's been interacting with so actively, the Prime Minister will get a chance to, in fact, awaken his spiritual side. So this is a 24-hour spiritual sojourn that the Prime Minister is on. In moments from now, you're going to be seeing the entire area being lit up. Let me show you those images. You can see right now the boats that are moving towards, in fact, the Vivekananda Rock Memorial. I hope we can zoom in and show that particular location as well, of the boats that are making their way closer and closer to the memorial. Now, I think the Prime Minister is on that particular boat, but we'll await a confirmation on that as well, based on whether it really touches down at the memorial or not. There's huge security all across this particular area. This is the designated spot that's been given to the media also to report from here. There's also a designated spot for all the tourists who are busy clicking pictures on their phones, because like I said, and you heard from many of them in my broadcast earlier, when they said that, we've come here for a holiday, we didn't expect to bump into the Prime Minister, so we're making the most of this moment, hoping we can catch a glimpse of Prime Minister Modi as well. But you can see that particular ferry now making its way towards the shore of the Vivekananda Rock Memorial. Now the Prime Minister will be getting off there. He's going to be spending the night at the Vivekananda Kendra, and then tomorrow he will be kicking off his tapasya, is what we're hearing. That is the schedule given. But with Prime Minister Modi, considering he's already reached this beautiful spiritual site, therefore all you know is a probability of the Prime Minister actually kicking off his meditation tonight itself. Let me bring in Pramod Madhav once again on this broadcast. Pramod, we can see now ferry getting very close to the shore. It looks like the Prime Minister will be in fact deboarding, making his way to the memorial anytime now.
It absolutely is, Akshita. The plan is very simple. The actual itinerary we got, it very clearly mentioned that one day he's going to be here. There is no mention of what he's going to do. We checked the sources, and it was very clearly mentioned that this is a very personal kind of a program for the Prime Minister. So he didn't want anybody to know exactly this is going to happen. So we found out that it's going to be a meditation, and that's the reason he's also preparing himself. Just like you mentioned, he went to the temple. It is customary for anybody who comes over here to first pay the respects to Bhagavati Amman, that he has done so. so, then we are expecting him to go to the Rock Memorial as well, quite possible. For like earlier, we were informed that he could go to the Ramakrishna or the Vivekananda Kendra. There was like plans for him to go to the Sunset Point as well, but it looks like he wants to concentrate his all energy in the kind of like meditation, and that's the reason he has decided to go that way. Everything is prepared, Akshita. Even if he wants to change the plan, all things have been sorted. If he wants to go immediately, also the jetty and the boats and everything has been kept for the Prime Minister. Just that's the reason we said that this whole place has been completely cordoned off for like the Prime Ministers to go ahead and decide. And if he wants to immediately enter the Rock, he can go there immediately, Akshita.
Okay, so at this point, you can see the images are on your screens right now of the jetty that's just reached there, the ferry that's just reached that particular location, loaded with security officials. So we're going to assume that the Prime Minister has also reached right now at the Vivekananda Rock Memorial. These images are on your screens right now of beautiful Kanyakumari in all of its glory. You can see the waves beating down on the rocks along the coastline. The weather is absolutely perfect. I don't know if you can hear it, but it's extremely, extremely windy right now as the monsoons have just set in Kerala. So it's a picture perfect setting right now for the Prime Minister to also reach here in Kanyakumari. These are images on your screens of the massive security also all around that small piece of land which houses the Vivekananda Memorial, which also houses the Thiruvalluvar statue. So we're getting you images. I don't know if you can see it clearly, but we can see from here that the Prime Minister has reached the Vivekananda Rock Memorial. He's going to just about enter into the memorial, go up those stairs as well. And those images are going to be absolutely beautiful. So we're going to wait for the images to come in from the PMO also of the Prime Minister making his way up into the memorial and into the Dhyana Mandapam. Like I said, now while the Prime Minister's meditation is expected to begin tomorrow afternoon, there is a possibility with the Prime Minister reaching right now that he could choose to start off his spiritual sojourn right away as well. There's a huge crowd of locals, tourists who've gathered here, all hoping to catch a glimpse of the Prime Minister. We're just about 300 meters away. 300 meters away is where this particular memorial is. And we can see images right now of the Prime Minister entering as well. He's gotten down from the boat. I hope you can see these images. He's gotten down from the boat and is making his way up right now. He is going up right now. He's wearing a white kurta. So the person there in the white kurta is the Prime Minister, flanked by, of course, his security officials. You've got also members of the Vivekananda Kendra there to welcome the Prime Minister to his abode for the next 2 days. He's going to be there for the next 48 hours right now. So we got you those images of the Prime Minister as he's made his way into the Vivekananda Rock Memorial. That's just about how much we can catch a glimpse of, standing about 300, 400 meters away. So we'll hope for the images also to come in of the Prime Minister as he reached there from the PMO. But like I said, there are locals, tourists who've gathered in large numbers here. I spoke to some of them about how excited they really are about the Prime Minister's visit. My apologies, it's extremely windy here. Let's play out for you that interaction that I had with some of them who were standing by hoping to catch a glimpse of the Prime Minister. Many of them gathered here not knowing that the Prime Minister is coming. So now that he has, they're using it almost as an opportunity to also catch a glimpse of Prime Minister Modi. He travelled just meters away from here. Let's talk to some of the excited women here.
हम प्रयागराज से मोदी जी से मिलने आए हाँ, लेकिन मोदी जी से मुलाकात
देख लिया?
देख ही नहीं पाए, कहाँ देखा उन्हें।
लेकिन ये तो एडेड बोनस था, आप यहाँ पे आए थे कन्याकुमारी और फिर प्रधानमंत्री भी आ गए इसी समय।
ये हमारा सौभाग्य था, लेकिन हम मिल नहीं पाए, इसका हमें दुख है।
आप तो you were ready with your phone? Did you catch a glimpse of the Prime Minister?
Yeah, I came here. We are actually on the temple. We came here we actually have a train to UP actually.
So are you excited that the Prime Minister is coming?
बिल्कुल बहुत ज्यादा एक्साइटेड है। हम लोग सोचे भी नहीं थे कि ऐसा हमको मौका मिल जाएगा कन्याकुमारी में आने के बाद कि हमको मोदी जी आज सामने से हमको दिख जाएंगे, हम सोचे भी नहीं थे।
थोड़ा दिक्कत हुआ क्योंकि आपको मंदिर नहीं जाना पड़ा?
कोई बात नहीं, लेकिन हमारे लिए वो भी एक भगवान है, इसलिए कोई ऐसा प्रॉब्लम नहीं है। मोदी इज ग्रेट।
இல்ல, நான் கேட்டேன் வாங்க தமிழ்ல பேசுங்க. Yes, a young girl who wants to speak in Tamil. சொல்லுங்க. நீங்க பிரதமர் பாத்தீங்களா?
நாங்க ட்ரெயின்ல வரும்போது பார்க்க முடியாது, எதுவும் பார்க்க முடியாது.
எங்க வந்திருக்கீங்க?
நாங்க தாம்பரத்துல இருந்து வந்திருக்கோம்.
They've come from Chennai. சொல்லுங்க, நீங்க பாத்தீங்க பிரதமர்?
Very happy. At least we saw everything and even we got a glimpse of at least his appearance that he is there in this. So we are ரொம்ப சந்தோஷமா இருக்கு பார்க்கும்போது. We are happy.
நானும் ரொம்ப சந்தோஷமா இருக்கேன். அவர் ஹெலிகாப்டர்ல இருந்து போனதை நாங்க பார்த்தோம். We can feel his presence and we are so happy to.
Happy you're in the same town as the Prime
Yeah.
Minister. Yes. நீங்க சொல்லுங்க சார். சொல்லுங்க சார். பிரதமர் இங்க வந்திருக்காங்க. நீங்க கன்னியாகுமரி இருந்தா?
கன்னியாகுமரி.
சொல்லுங்க, இப்போ எல்லாரும் சொல்றாங்க இப்போ கன்னியாகுமரி ஒரு டூரிஸ்ட் ஹப் ஆயிடும்னு. எல்லாரும் வருவாங்க.
கண்டிப்பா. இதோட இப்போ நமக்கு மோடிஜி வந்ததுல இருந்து இதோட கூடுதல் டூரிஸ்ட் ஏரியாவை விரிவுபடுத்த ஒரு வாய்ப்பு இருக்கு.
So you see the love that people have for Prime Minister Modi here in Kanyakumari. Locals and tourists alike, all of them were out with their phones hoping to get a click of Prime Minister Modi. I'll once again zoom in and show you exactly where the Prime Minister is right now at the Rock Memorial after visiting the temple. So he is dressed there in a traditional lungi. You had the Prime Minister in all white visiting that temple. He was also given a gift by the priests. They gave him a portrait of Goddess Parvati as he visited this Amman Kovil. After offering his prayers there, he's made his way now to the memorial, greeted by members of the Vivekananda Kendra. He's now made his way inside. And as we get you all those details, I'm sure you're wondering where exactly the Prime Minister is right now. What does this rock memorial actually look like on the inside? It's absolutely breathtaking from the images that my colleague Pramod Madhav sent us yesterday. He went in there, right at that location behind me. He was in the rock memorial. He shows us what these meditation halls look like, where the Prime Minister perhaps is right now. Take a look at this exclusive report by Pramod Madhav.
And so we are in Kanyakumari atop a boat, and we are glad to show you one of the greatest monuments of India called as Vivekananda Mandapam. There you see, that is the mandapam on a rock that is supposed to be on the southern tip of the Indian nation. This is a mandapam of extreme value because it actually portrays the unity of India, and it is a mandapam where Swami Vivekananda earlier had come over, did his tapas meditation, and he envisioned a larger India, and this is where the Prime Minister is also expected to conduct his meditation. That is why security has been beefed up. Let's just go inside and see what is the significance of this mandapam and how the Prime Minister and all the security measures have been taken for him to conduct his meditation over here. And in the serene shore, you see the Dhyana Mandapa, which is to our left side. This is a part, the other part of the rock memorial for Swami Vivekananda, and this entire structure, if you could see, there are two colors of stones are also there. It is believed that one type of construction actually resembles the Tamil style of construction. It's very evident with the lion symbol and all those in those windows and such. But the top end, that's kind of like a West Bengal's kind of like construction of temple. See over here, that's all the reason the colors also being said that like the stone colors are also entirely different. There is a statue of Swami Vivekananda inside the Sabha Mandapa, and this is the Dhyana Mandapa from where the people are exiting. We also have like police force that has been placed over here. We've been informed that Prime Minister Modi will conduct half of his meditation in the Sabha Mandapa and the rest of the half inside the Dhyana Mandapa. Right now we're standing in front of the Sabha Mandapam. This is one of the important monuments, but let me also show you the other two important monuments over there. That is the Thiruvalluvar statue, 1,330 feet in length, and this Thiruvalluvar is actually looking at Tamil Nadu. This is the way it has been constructed. And then you have the Pada Mandapam, where you have the footprint of Goddess Kanyakumari, upon whom the name of the district is also there. And then you have the Sabha Mandapam. It is believed that Vivekananda Swami, when he came over here, he conducted conducted his dhyana in this spot, and that's the reason you have a statue over there. This particular Vivekananda Memorial alone has 3 mandapas: the Dhyana Mandapa, which is underneath, the Sabha Mandapa that you see over here, and also the Mukha Mandapa. This is a very important aspect because people come over here. This place, even though how hot it is, this entire hall is extremely cold and it's like extremely pleasant, and this is where the Vivekananda went ahead and conducted his dhyana on top of this particular rock, and here he envisaged the vision of a larger India. Here behind us you could see all the security measures that are being tightened up at this spot. Those are the speed boats, water scooters of the Marine Police who have started doing their patrol at this area. And behind us you could see the policemen, the number of policemen has also been increased over here. Dog squads and all other important measures have also taken. These are it looks like it will continue over here, and the number of tourists that are being brought to this spot also is being slowly reduced. We've been told that by around 4 p.m. SPG will reach the spot, and until the Prime Minister is going to be here, this area will be completely cordoned. And of this, half the location, in this area, it has been scheduled that the Sabha Mandapa, that is the top end of Vivekananda Mandapam, is one place where the Prime Minister will conduct half his dhyana, and the next one at the Dhyana Mandapam. So all security personnel have already reached the spot, and more are coming over here to make this place secure for the Prime Minister to conduct his meditation. Divyan, Pramod Madhav for India Today.
So that particular location that Pramod reported from, and you could see how beautiful and breathtaking it is. That's where the Prime Minister is right now. We just saw him moments ago climbing up the stairs and headed inside the Mandapam. We're going to continue getting you all the updates from Kanyakumari here on India Today. I'm slipping into a very, very short break. On the other side, as we get you live updates from here, from this beautiful town by the sea, we're also going to be telling you the significance of why the Prime Minister has chosen this location for his dhyanam. Stay tuned. On your screens is the beautiful Vivekananda Rock Memorial where the Prime Minister currently is. He landed just about an hour ago in Kanyakumari and since has visited the Amman Kovil, the Amman temple right next to, in fact, where he touched down, and then took a ferry, has reached now the Vivekananda Rock Memorial. He was escorted inside and he was seen wearing all white traditional look, wearing a veshti, and he's made his way inside right now. So we will of course look forward to images also that will come in of the Prime Minister as he reached the Rock Memorial. But let's show you all of the pictures of the Prime Minister as he was at the Bhagavati Amman temple earlier today. Hugely significant. It's one of the Shakti Peethas of the country. Many tourists who come here also visit this particular temple because of the significance and the symbolism that it holds. It's a temple dedicated to Goddess Parvati, and the Prime Minister was there, took part in a long darshan, and now has made his way into the memorial as well. He was also gifted a picture of Goddess Parvati, after whom this beautiful town by the sea, Kanyakumari, is also named. Interestingly, where the Prime Minister is right now at the Rock Memorial, it's not just got to connect to Swami Vivekananda. So it's got a spiritual connect for two reasons. One is Swami Vivekananda. The other is it's said that Goddess Parvati did her tapas there for Lord Shiva, which is why there's also a footprint of reportedly the goddess. It's called the Pada Mandapam, which means footprint, essentially, means footstep. So that is another big significance of the location that the Prime Minister has chosen for his 24-hour meditation. If in 2019 it was Kedarnath, in 2014 it was the Pratapgarh Fort, this time he's come right down to the south, where land ends, to go ahead and go ahead with a penance, a meditation for 24 hours. And as we get you all those updates, it's extremely windy here in Kanyakumari. The sun is setting, and I'm hoping that I can give you a glimpse of the sunset because Kanyakumari is known for its beautiful sunrises and sunsets. Let's take a look also at the big headline that's emerged from the Prime Minister's visit. And the last 24 hours, we've received a slew of political reactions. We are in election season. As we speak, the silence period has kicked off. No more campaigning for the last phase of polls, which is on June 1st. So the Prime Minister's visit to the Vivekananda Rock Memorial has been questioned by the opposition, who say that this isn't any sort of meditation or spiritual sojourn. This is a political campaign by the Prime Minister, which is why they've gone to the courts, they've appealed to officials, they've appealed to the Election Commission, saying do not allow any coverage of the Prime Minister's visit, because they're saying this is a political campaign. Let's get you some of those reactions.
The Prime Minister's post-campaign spiritual retreat. Prime Minister Modi's meditation at Vivekananda Rock Memorial in Kanyakumari, coinciding with the silent period after the campaign ends for the last phase of elections. And with voting on June 1st, the opposition suspects to be a ploy to stay in the spotlight and send ideological messaging to the voters after the campaign closes.
या तो प्रधानमंत्री इसको मात्र 24-48 घंटे बाद शुरू करें 1 तारीख की शाम को, और या अगर वो इंसिस्ट करते हैं कि कल शाम को 30 तारीख की शाम को शुरू करेंगे जैसा कि घोषणा में आया है, तो ये आवश्यक होना चाहिए प्रतिबंध चुनाव आयोग द्वारा कि इसका प्रसारण न प्रिंट न देखने वाली मीडिया, विजुअल मीडिया के द्वारा प्रतिबंधित होना चाहिए.
The opposition has not only filed a formal complaint to prevent the broadcast of Prime Minister Modi's spiritual retreat, but also launched a coordinated attack, issuing strong media statements about the plan.
ये मेडिटेशन की जरूरत तो पहले थी, 5 साल पहले या 7 साल पहले, जब आपको देश के लिए काम करना था. अरे 10 साल के बाद तो आपको फुर्सत ही फुर्सत है. आप जितना चाहोगे उतनी मेडिटेशन कर लोगे. और दूसरा, वहां तो भारत की सीमा खत्म हो जाती है, उसके बाद तो आगे पानी पानी है, पता नहीं कहां चले जाएंगे उसके आगे.
मार्केटिंग के लिए जा रहे हैं, और हम तो रिक्वेस्ट ये करेंगे कि प्रधानमंत्री जब ध्यान करें कन्याकुमारी में तो मीडिया पे प्रतिबंध लगा दें. मीडिया का क्या काम है? ध्यान में बाधाएं आएंगी. लेकिन आप देखिएगा, मोदी जी घुसा करके खूब फोटो खिंचवाएंगे और खूब प्रमोट करवाएंगे. चुनाव आयोग तो कुछ मोदी जी की खिलाफ कुछ एक्शन ले ही नहीं सकता, तो बोलने का कोई मतलब नहीं है.
The government, however, has dismissed the opposition's allegations.
कन्याकुमारी देश का एक बहुत ही इम्पोर्टेंट शहर है, और इसीलिए मुझे लगता है कि प्रधानमंत्री को मेडिटेशन करने के लिए जाने का पूरा अधिकार है. इलेक्शन अभी हो चुकी है, और कोड ऑफ कंडक्ट में इसमें कोई प्रॉब्लम आना बिल्कुल ठीक नहीं है.
For now, the Prime Minister's meditation program is already in the spotlight before it even began. Bureau Report, India Today.
So political reactions continuing to pour in, and I suspect that over the next 24 hours before the Prime Minister set to kick off his Dhyanam, you're going to be seeing a whole lot more of reactions from the opposition. This is going to be a raging political controversy. But let's put the focus back on the Prime Minister's visit to beautiful Kanyakumari. Just a few moments ago, while we were on our commercial break, I spotted the Prime Minister making his way up the stairs of the Rock Memorial. And let's take a look at that report, where you can see the Prime Minister dressed in white making his way into the memorial. You have Prime Minister Modi right now walking up the stairs of the Rock Memorial, making his way inside. You see him dressed in all white. I can spot him almost 300 meters away, because on your screens are the images of him right now entering inside the memorial. About there is the Mantapam, and he's gone inside there along with, of course, a sea of security and officials, members who are part of the Vivekananda Kendra. Those are images on your screens of the Prime Minister, who's just gone inside at 6 p.m. this evening. For the next 2 days, he's going to be inside that particular memorial. He's going to be there also, of course, part of his meditation, the Dhyanam that he will go and take part in for about 24 hours or more if the Prime Minister chooses to do so. All right, so that is a report from earlier of the Prime Minister as he made his way inside. Unfortunately, as I'm looking around me, it's extremely cloudy. The monsoons have just set in Kerala, so no sight of the sunset, which I unfortunately won't be able to show you. One of the big attractions here in Kanyakumari. You can make out from around me how extremely windy it is. So it's ideal weather essentially here in Kanyakumari, making this location all the more beautiful, all the more serene, and just perfect for the Prime Minister and his dhyanam. He says it's a meditation for Bharat. Why is that so? Because behind me at this rock memorial is where Swami Vivekananda many years ago visited and meditated for 3 days and 3 nights. It's said that from where I'm standing along this coast till that particular location, that rock, and you can see that it's not a great distance, it's about 300 meters. It's said that Swami Vivekananda swam those 300 meters, reached this rock, meditated for 3 days and 3 nights, and attained enlightenment. And by enlightenment, it also talks about how he got a vision for Bharat Mata, how he thought of a progressed, developed, united Bharat as well. And so that particular vision came alive at this particular location. For the Prime Minister, he's spoken repeatedly about how inspired he has been by Swami Vivekananda's ideals. And every chance he's gotten, whether it's in Bengal or here in Tamil Nadu, when he's had a chance to pay tribute to Swami Vivekananda, he's gone ahead and done so. So it's no wonder really that the Prime Minister has chosen this particular spot for his 24-hour spiritual sojourn.
जागो और लक्ष्य से पहले मत रुको। विवेकानंद जी का ये उद्घोष भारत के युवाओं का जीवन मंत्र है।
Prime Minister Narendra Modi's heartfelt tribute to Swami Vivekananda, a profound spiritual leader and philosopher who left a lasting impact on Indian nationalism and the mission of nation building.
स्वामी विवेकानंद जी कहते थे, हर काम को 3 चरणों से गुजरना पड़ता, उपहास, विरोध और स्वीकृति.
A brilliant intellect and force, born in 1863 in Kolkata as Narendranath Datta. The Prime Minister, who shares his first name with this spiritual icon, has often expressed how Swami Vivekananda's life and teachings have guided him.
Our governance philosophy is also inspired by Swami Vivekananda. He said that whatever privilege is broken and equality is ensured, society progress. Today, you can see the same vision in all our flagship programs. His most central message was about faith in ourselves and our country. Today, many experts are saying this will be India's century.
The Prime Minister, a global ambassador of Swami Vivekananda's ideas,
हमने इस परिसर में तो विवेकानंद जी की प्रतिमा की स्थापना की, पर हम हमारे मन मंदिर में, हमारे हृदय में विवेकानंद जी को प्रस्थापित करें. विवेकानंद ये न किसी व्यक्ति का नाम है, विवेकानंद न किसी व्यवस्था की पहचान है. एक प्रकार से विवेकानंद सहस्त्र साल पुरानी भारत की आत्मा की पहचान है.
As Chief Minister of Gujarat, he launched the month-long Swami Vivekananda Yuva Vikas Yatra from the holy town of Bahucharaji, covering the entire state. The site in Kanyakumari, where Swami Vivekananda's meditation led to a vision for Ek Bharat Shresth Bharat, a united and strong India, will host the Prime Minister for a post-election spiritual retreat starting Thursday evening. Bureau Report, India Today.
And as we speak, you can see behind me all of the lights coming on at the memorial and at the Tiruvalluvar statue. And it's an absolute sight to behold in the night. The Prime Minister is going to be spending the next 48 hours right there behind me at that beautiful rock at the Vivekananda Memorial. He's also going to be paying a visit to the Tiruvalluvar statue and paying his tribute to the iconic historic Tamil poet as well. That's in the schedule for later, once the Prime Minister really finishes his dhyanam, his meditation. It's a beautiful windy day here in Kanyakumari. Wind speeds pick up in the night and the Prime Minister is going to be there through the night today as well as tomorrow. Pramod Madhav is also live with me right now from another location in Kanyakumari. Pramod, I'm not sure if you can see right now the memorial. It's getting beautifully lit up. The Prime Minister currently is inside and for the next 2 days he's going to be there. Tomorrow afternoon, we were told, at about 12 p.m. is when his dhyanam, his meditation will begin.
Absolutely is, Akshita. In fact, we also got a better view of this place. You could see the memorial on the behind us, along with Thiruval and everything. As the sun is setting, the lights also being lit, and slowly this place is getting a different image. Till now, we saw how this memorial will be in the day, and right now you could see it is getting another significance at night. Yes, there are it has turned into a high security zone. There are multiple boards of the Coast Guard, the Marine Police, and everything around, and this place has become completely quiet, Akshita. A handful of people are in the memorial, all providing security to the Prime Minister, who is going to initiate the dhyana at the memorial, and that way it has turned into a very quiet place, Akshita.
All right. Thanks very much, Pramod, for getting us all of those details. Pramod Madhav also reporting right now from the location and getting us all of the updates. For the next 48 hours, our eyes are going to be glued to that particular location. Beautifully lit up right now. The landscape here in Kanyakumari, absolutely amazing. And this is something I've highlighted through the course of our coverage. I hope all of you viewers are listening to this as well. When I say that through my election journey and of course through the years, to every single place I've travelled, Kanyakumari has to be one of the most beautiful places I've seen. The people are amazing, amazingly welcoming as well for newcomers, for tourists. You've got the sea here, you've got the river, the Tamarabarani River that flows through Kanyakumari, the eastern and western Ghats that converge, and as you can see, the weather around me is absolutely perfect as well with the onset of the monsoon. So the Prime Minister also has chosen just the perfect time to visit Kanyakumari. He's come here during the heated election campaigning during the season. But what this also shows is the Prime Minister's love for Tamil Nadu. He's spoken about this repeatedly, about how Tamil culture, traditions, about how Tamil icons inspire him. There's been, of course, a whole lot of politics on that. But the fact that the Prime Minister has come here after the elections are long over in Tamil Nadu at least is a messaging essentially that he's intending to send across. That as far as Tamil Nadu goes, this is the first of many, many more such visits, not really timed to politics, but a visit out of his sheer love for some of the iconic spots here in Tamil Nadu, like this one in Kanyakumari, like the Vivekananda Rock Memorial and the beautiful Thiruvalluvar statue. As I wrap up this broadcast, I thank all of you for joining us for this 1 hour special. Next 2 days, I'm going to be here in Kanyakumari to get you every single update on the Prime Minister's visit. I'm leaving you with the images of the Rock Memorial, all lit up right now as the sun has set on Kanyakumari. Thanks very much for tuning in to this special.